Sometimes the stars align and make everyone happy. Such is the case Tuesday night in the NBA, when the unbeaten Cleveland Cavaliers face the defending champion Boston Celtics at TD Garden, 7 p.m. ET, TNT. Every box gets checked and every itch gets scratched with this one. While there are 5 other Emirates NBA Cup group play games on the schedule, including TNT's nightcap of Oklahoma City at San Antonio, 9:30 p.m. ET, one game is going to demand the eyeballs. Game of the week, Cavs vs. Celtics, November 19. Even some of sports' most time-honored cliches, don't skip steps, one game at a time, got swept aside heading toward this clash. The Cavaliers 1-0 in Group C have been getting asked about it since their sterling 15-0 start to the season reached a dozen. The Celtics 0-1 in Group C have played only once since Wednesday's game and, in needing overtime to beat Toronto Saturday, looked like they might have been looking ahead, too. After all, it's been nearly 29 years since the NBA's reigning champs have taken on an opponent riding a winning streak of 15 games or more. In January 1996, Chicago nudged its run to 16 by beating the Rockets in Houston. There were only 2 previous occurrences. In 1972, the LA Lakers put their 33-game winning streak on the line in Milwaukee and lost. 2 years earlier, the Bucks had a 16-gamer snapped at home by the Knicks. When you realize the players involved in those 3, Hall of Famers Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Oscar Robertson, Willis Reed and Walt Frazier, it can't help but elevate the status of an expectations for this game tonight on Causeway Street. It's great for the NBA, right? Cavs coach Kenny Atkinson said Sunday. I think everybody's going to be watching. I know our guys are anxious, I know they remember last year. Boston bounced the Cavaliers from the Eastern Conference semifinals in 5 games last spring, sweeping the final 3. Said Atkinson, "We're going well, they're going well. Boston Garden, what's better than that? It's just great for the league, great for our franchise. We're excited about it." For the Cavaliers, this is a chance for both payback and history. They're currently tied for the longest unbeaten start to a season, so 16-0 would give them second place behind Golden State's 24-0 in 2015-16. For the Celtics, it's an opportunity to go from hunted to hunter. And they're already a little cranky about a 4-2 home record, having gone 37-4 at TD Garden last season. The matchup is elite. Cleveland and Boston rank number 1 and 2 in offensive rating, with the Cavs 6th defensively and the Celtics 9th. The playoff series in May was determined in the trenches, with Boston grabbing a 221-177 rebounding edge while getting and making 30 more free throws. The NBA, meanwhile, gets a compelling cup game, keeping focus on its second in-season tournament thanks to both clubs landing in the East C grouping. What's at stake this week in the East? Here's a breakdown of each group's upcoming week. East A, Orlando Magic 2-0. 2 games in, the Magic are plus 37 in the points differential tiebreaker, should they need it. They close out group play on the road, at Brooklyn November 29 and at New York Deck. 3. New York Knicks 2-0, one of 5 teams to start 2-0, which gives it a leg up in the chase for the East's wild card spot. No cup games this week either. Brooklyn Nets 0-1 home against Charlotte Tuesday, at Philadelphia Friday for consecutive group tests. Charlotte Hornets 0-1 running a 25-point deficit after their cup opener at Orlando. They hit the road again Tuesday to face the Nets in Brooklyn. Philadelphia 76ers 0-2 already swamped with injuries. The Sixers will try to snag a win Friday against the Nets and dig out of their minus 24 points hole. Detroit Pistons 2-0. Look at the Pistons.